Maybe we'll talk about the power play in a minute, but maybe just overall what you saw from your team tonight that you liked, that you thought they brought tonight.
I thought it was a good game for our team. We were fast, we were physical, we got on top of them early, and we were able to assert the type of game we wanted to play tonight.
Talk about team toughness and maybe feel like that power play of yours is a way to exert that at times as well.
Yeah, it's a big part of our team identity, and when teams are undisciplined and run around, it's one of the ways we can make them pay. One of the ways.
Jay, your power play was obviously very good in the regular season before Evan Bouchard kind of took it over. And I know he was understudying in that role too, but
Yep.
how have you found that it's kind of changed with Evan kind of at the helm there?
I would agree. I was watching the press conference of Connor and Leon. I don't think it's changed that much. And because he's had time last year understudying, it's not all brand new to him. He has an understanding of how it flows. He does have a big shot, but he brings the puck up the ice well, and the more experience he gets on it, the better he will be, and he's been pretty good.
Jay, Connor was just in here and he talked about how your team wasn't going to back down when it got physical. How did you kind of like the way that your team responded to everything happening on the ice?
Well, I would start right off the bat by saying, I like the way our team responded tonight from how we played in game number one. I think that's a true measure of any team, is how you respond or how you react when things don't go your way. And certainly in game number one, that game didn't go the way we wanted it to. I think it was the first regulation loss in 7 or 8 weeks or something like that. But, so how we responded, I'm proud of our team. We talk a lot about being mentally tough. And I think being mentally tough is a choice you make. There's going to be disappointments and setbacks along the way, but how you react or respond, I think that's really important. In terms of the physical play and all that type of stuff, we have more than enough people that can take care of that side of things. And, I was proud of our team togetherness today.
There was a lot that happened in that 60 minutes. Do you expect any discipline from the league, or how everything kind of shaked out?
You know what? I stood here today, or no, maybe yesterday, and I talked about how the Edmonton Oilers don't lobby through press conferences or the media. I'm sure the appropriate people will take a look at different situations that occurred, and we just want to make sure that people aren't out there swinging sticks around and being reckless like that. But like I said, I'm more than proud with our team togetherness and our stick togetherness.
The way you controlled possession tonight, in 5-on-5, what would you say was the difference with what you saw from game one to game two in terms of why you were able to just consistently own the puck and really just kind of take the life out of them in different spurts of the game?
Yeah, I thought we had our skating legs or sea legs under us right off the bat, right from the very first shift. And I thought we were able to come at their team in waves. There was a reason they took the penalties they did, is because we were playing at a certain pace. All that said, that's one game. They have one on the board. We have one on the board. And now we get to go home to the best fans in the National Hockey League.
It was clear they came out in the third period and were trying to punish you. When a team comes out and tries to send a message for game three or however it goes, and your team responds the way they did, how does that set you up going forward in the series?
Well, you've seen the size of our team. You're out at the bench sometimes, and you get to see them in practice or in warm up. We're not we're no shrinking violet team. We have some big humans out there, and people that can more than capably take care of themselves. I've not seen the Edmonton Oilers pushed out of any hockey game during my time as the head coach. We have some people that relish those opportunities. They're not bluffers. They can take care of themselves in certain ways. But what I liked is how we stuck together and made sure that nobody took liberties. That's one way, and we did it whistle to whistle. We protected ourselves and everything like that, but we did it whistle to whistle. As I said, there was no one on our team swinging sticks around or anything like that. It was, we have honest toughness. And, I got the question earlier. Part of our toughness is our power play. The other side of it, we got more than enough people that can take care of it.
Connor Connor pointed out that he didn't think your team was good enough in front of Skinner last game, so game one's not on him, but I wanted to get your take on his play game two compared to game one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as I said after the game, we didn't love how we played in game number one. We were one shot away. We scored 4 goals on their goaltender and their team in game number one. We were one shot away. So, you know, for us, our thought process, you know, heading into game number two was, well, there's a clear area that has to get cleaned up here. And it's the play on the defensive side of things. We got 5 more goals on their goaltender today in 2 periods. You know, so for me, you know, our emphasis on that side of things showed up. And when called upon tonight, Stewart answered admirably. He was excellent when called upon. But I would say game one, that's on the team. That's not on the goaltender. We didn't have nearly a good enough game in front of them, and there was a lot of things that could get cleaned up, and we cleaned some of them up here tonight. But as I said, in the end, all we get is 1 tick on the board. They have 1 tick on the board, but we get to go home to the best fans, most passionate fans. You know, we get to represent our city in the province of Alberta here in the second round, and we're proud of that.
Jay, any team that has any designs at this point, they're Final 8, they have any designs of going far, they need to respond like you guys did tonight. Mm-hmm. That culture, does it just come from experience of doing it over and over, or is there something else?
Well, you know, that's why I tried to say earlier with the mental toughness side of things. There, you know, we have an approach to how we go about our business every day. You're going to have some good days in the National Hockey League, and you're going to have some tough days. But we try and use the full 82-game schedule to prepare ourselves for this time of year. And, you know, that culture, that mindset, that's driven by our leadership group.
Jay Willer Ramirez with the Associated Press. The power play scoring, it takes them out of their game, 4-0 lead, obviously. But from jump, dictating the pace and not allowing them to control in any way, shape, or form has to be at the forefront. How important did you see that in terms of just taking them out of the game before anyone even scored a goal?
Yeah, you know what? I liked our start. I thought we did some things that we wanted to do. We asserted ourselves right off the bat and played the game at the pace that we wanted to play. Part of that was how we managed pucks. You know, and part of it was the way the game played itself out. But, you know, as I said, proud of our group for our response, but this game is finished. We'll enjoy it for the next 15 minutes, and then tomorrow we get back to work and prepare for a really good team, but in our arena, in front of our passionate fan base on Monday night. Good, thanks, guys.